Hello everyone, happy Thursday to you. I know it's been a long day, so I'll keep it short and sweet to you and get straight to the point. Change your thoughts, changing your moves will change your outcomes. All right, so have you ever seen somebody or known somebody all your life that, had all this great potential to do all these great things, but deep down, you kind of just knew they were never going to reach that potential for whatever reason, more reasons than none, or even if it's reasons out of their control. Like, let's say for instance, like someone that everybody knows, like a Mike Vick, right? This dude had all the potential, made the NFL, was doing some of the most grandiose things, but that he could just be that next great quarterback on that next level with the arm and the legs. But you knew it was just certain things, in his corner that he was dealing with that may cause him to not even reach his full potential. It's like, hey, Mike, change your thoughts, change your moves, which will change your outcomes. Now, most people will not change until, their normal life is compromised. Let's just put it out there. Like, nobody's going to make a move. Nobody's going to change anything unless most of the time, oh my God, they feel like they've been backed into a corner and they have to make this change. Well, have you ever seen that? Let's put it in context, like a coworker, right? You ever been around that coworker who's always talking negatively, always got something bad to say about the company? Oh, I don't want to be here. I'm tired of being here. Such and such don't know what she doing. Or such and such don't know what he doing. Always kind of whispering. And so because of that, because of their thoughts, their actions, their moves, they're coming into work all late. Right? They don't care when they get to work. And, their boss have given them all the type of warnings that they can give them. And it comes to the point where the employer has to go you know what? Hey, such and such, this is your last warning before dismissal. If you're late again, we're going to have to, find someone else to do your job for you. And only at that point is when such and such will all of a sudden start coming in all gibber. Hi, how's everybody doing? Great, who's going to lunch? I got lunch today. All of a sudden now, because of their normal life being jeopardized, now that they, feel like they need to fix some of the things and fix some of their normals and start to think differently and move differently so their outcomes can be different. Well, let's not wait for that. Let's not wait for that. Let's say for instance, if you think about yourself like you are a locomotive, right? Say for one of those steam locomotive engines from back in the train, right? The train. Imagine yourself as that. So now this locomotive, this steam locomotive only moves when coal is fed into it and the coal actually combusts, right? And which ultimately makes the steam and it goes into the boiler and which makes the arms move and all of a sudden now the train is moving, right? Again, what combusts, right? The train is fed a combustible material, right? That creates this energy and this flow that in turn makes this engine move. And it's the same thing as yourself. What are you feeding yourself? What are you feeding yourself? Because whatever you're feeding yourself, it's either going to combust, right, into something that gives you energy, or it's going to start to make you decline, right? If you're not feeding it the right things, right? Again, what wires together, fires together, right? So are you feeding your locomotive? And if you're not feeding the right things or you're not feeding it enough, what happens to your train? It slows down. If you're not even using the right combustible material, it doesn't even move. Again, changing your thoughts, changing your moves will change your outcome. Now, let's talk about Michael Vick again, right? Michael Vick. He waited until his career was basically threatened, taken from him, and his livelihood was in jeopardy. His familyhood was in jeopardy. He waited till all those things happened before he actually started to change the way he thought. Right? And then he, all of a sudden, once he was released, he started changing things around him and changing things, within himself. You have to set boundaries. So when you're growing, it's time to set boundaries and you have to change things. Like your friends, like the places you hang out, right? Because all of those things are combustible material that you're going to feed inside yourself that's either going to make you move forward or decline you, right? So again, Mike Vick got out, changed the way he thought, changed his moves by hanging around with certain people, not hanging around with certain people, doing certain things, even changed his routines, and all of a sudden, now he's moving different, right? He's moving in a positive direction, and now things are changing and happening and becoming more positive, and more things that he'd like to see for himself are happening for him. That can happen for us all, but why wait? Why wait until your normal life is threatened before you start to change your thoughts and changing your moves, which will ultimately change your outcomes? That's not what you have to do. You have the power to change it right now. So use it. If you like what I've said, like, love, and share, and I look forward to inspiring you again.